Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Manchester United have entered talks with a striker, and Steven Gerrard has shared his thoughts on the Europa League final. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Man United hold in-person talks with promising striker. Manchester United executives have reportedly held direct face-to-face discussions with Ipswich Town striker Liam Delap. According to The Athletic, the 22-year-old was granted permission by his club to travel to Manchester in order to get a clearer understanding of what a potential summer move to Old Trafford would involve. Ipswich, who were recently relegated, activated Delap's £30 million release clause, making him available for transfer. The Tractor Boys believe it is in Delap's best interest to explore his options thoroughly, and his visit to Manchester was part of that process. United are eager to strengthen their attacking options, and Delap has emerged as a prime target. However, despite the club's interest, they have yet to reach any formal agreement with either the player or his representatives. Manchester United are not the only Premier League side eyeing the talented forward. Delap is expected to meet with several other clubs before making a final decision on his future. While the Red Devils are keen to secure his signature, they are fully aware of the competition they face and the importance of convincing the youngster of their long-term vision. Delap impressed in his debut Premier League campaign, notching up 12 goals and providing 2 assists in 36 appearances for Ipswich Town. His performances have caught the attention of several top-flight clubs, with Manchester United's recruitment team particularly impressed by his physicality, movement, and potential to grow into a top-level striker. Steven Gerrard's shocking take on the Europa League final. Bilbao is set to witness a fierce all-English clash as Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur lock horns in the 2025 UEFA Europa League final. The showdown at San Mamés is not just about lifting silverware, it's also a golden ticket into next season's UEFA Champions League. With both sides languishing near the bottom of the Premier League table, this final offers a lifeline in what has been a bitterly disappointing domestic campaign for each. Under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United have turned heads in Europe, boasting an unbeaten run throughout the competition. With 35 goals in 14 matches, United are the most prolific team in this year's Europa League. Yet, there's concern in the camp with the fitness of key defender Matthijs de Ligt still in question. Even so, Amorim's bench depth might prove vital, offering potential match winners if the game hangs in the balance. Tottenham, under Ange Postecoglou, have shown flashes of brilliance in Europe, despite a torrid domestic season that has seen them suffer 25 defeats, an unwanted record for the North London club. Spurs booked their place in the final after dispatching tournament surprise package Bodo/Glimt with an emphatic 5-1 aggregate win. However, their hopes have been dented by injuries to James Maddison, Lucas Bergvall, and Radu Dragusin, all ruled out for the final. What's more, Spurs have the psychological edge, having beaten United in all 3 of their meetings this season. A 3-0 drubbing at Old Trafford, a pulsating 4-3 win in North London, and a narrow 1-0 victory in February underline their recent dominance in the fixture. Liverpool legend Steven Gerrard weighed in with a surprising verdict on the final. It's a tough one to call. Both sides have struggled in the league but pulled off surprises in Europe. As an Englishman, I'm proud of that. But I'm leaning slightly towards Spurs because of their head-to-head record, said Gerrard. The stakes are high, not just for the trophy, but for the future of both clubs. Victory could provide much-needed financial backing to rebuild squads in desperate need of strengthening. United, plagued by 9 home defeats this season, and Spurs, currently 17th and sitting below their Manchester rivals in the league, are eyeing this final as a turning point. For Postecoglou, failure to deliver might mean the end of the road, with reports suggesting his job could be on the line. Tottenham's hopes rest heavily on Dominic Solanke, who has notched 5 goals and 4 assists in 12 Europa League appearances. United, meanwhile, will look to captain Bruno Fernandes, already tallying 7 goals and 5 assists from 13 matches in the competition. Off the pitch, the final has captured massive attention, with over 80,000 supporters expected to descend on Bilbao. UEFA has acknowledged the logistical challenges, but confirmed the venue will remain San Mamés. Meanwhile, TNT Sports has announced the match will be available to watch for free, ensuring millions across the UK can tune into the drama. Predictions are split. Alan Shearer has tipped a narrow win for Tottenham, warning that defeat could spell disaster for the losing side. Rio Ferdinand, on the other hand, remarked that only a madman would be shocked if United lost, given Spurs' dominance in their head-to-head clashes this season. Still, with pride, pressure, and possibly managerial futures on the line, this final promises to be a bruising, high-stakes contest that could go right down to the wire. Here's hoping Rasmus Højlund delivers a touch of magic if United find themselves running out of ideas in Bilbao. Manchester United hold fresh talks to sign Atlanta midfielder Ederson. Manchester United have reportedly stepped up their pursuit of Atlanta midfielder Ederson, as they look to strengthen their midfield options ahead of the summer transfer window. According to Italian journalist Alfredo Padilla, United have already made fresh contact over a potential deal and are leading the race to sign the Brazilian ahead of Manchester City and Juventus. With Christian Eriksen set to leave the club when his contract expires on June 30th, United are expected to target a more defensively minded midfielder to bolster their ranks. Ederson has emerged as a key candidate, with the club holding preliminary discussions and expected to intensify talks following the conclusion of the Europa League final. It is understood that Manchester United hold an advantage over both City and Juventus, having made the first formal approach for Ederson. Atlanta, however, are standing firm in their valuation of the player, with a reported asking price of £50.5 million for his services. The 25-year-old has impressed immensely in Serie A this season, establishing himself as one of the most consistent midfielders in the Italian top flight. Comfortable playing either as a central or defensive midfielder, Ederson boasts a passing accuracy of 87% across the campaign. Defensively, his numbers are equally compelling. The Brazilian averages 5.5 duels won per game, alongside 5.1 ball recoveries and 1.4 successful tackles, showcasing his tenacity and reading of the game. These statistics underline his potential to add steel and structure to United's midfield. One of Ederson's standout attributes is his relentless work rate. In addition to his defensive acumen, he has displayed excellent positional awareness and an ability to distribute the ball with quality over long distances, making him a versatile and well-rounded option in the middle of the park. With Christian Eriksen's departure imminent, United will be reshuffling their midfield hierarchy. The likes of Kobbie Mainoo, Mason Mount, and Bruno Fernandes remain key figures in the number 8 role, suggesting the need for a more defensive alternative to bring balance to the squad. This could open the door for Ederson to be brought in as a competitor to Manuel Ugarte, Casemiro, and emerging talent Toby Collier. The club appear to be laying the groundwork for a gradual transition, especially with Casemiro's long-term future at Old Trafford looking uncertain. Though the Brazilian veteran has enjoyed a resurgence in recent months, delivering several standout performances, he remains on high wages at £350,000 per week. While he may see out the final year of his deal, United are unlikely to extend his contract further, paving the way for Ederson to eventually step into his shoes. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.